Well, one more thing before we go. Connie saw the Bone Temple,
Whoa.
the second in the 28 Years Later trilogy. Like I said, I watched 28 Years Later on Friday, and then on the Sunday, I had my ass in a seat watching the Bone Temple. And can I just say, I literally said, I haven't gone to the cinema in over a year. These movies are so good that I actually wanted to go to the theatre. And I can't stress that enough, Dan. Like, that is really a huge achievement I think this movie gave me, was that it made me want to go to the fucking cinema, despite the fact it's flopping, which it does not deserve. This is a very disturbing, bleak movie. Do you know what's funny? Like, the best way I can describe it is like, and this is in a good way. This is like the Last Jedi of the 28 Years Later franchise, because it's very different from the first. There's a character from the first movie called Spike, and he's in the second one, but he kind of takes a backseat because Dr. Ian Kelson is also in the first movie, but he kind of takes a backseat. He's like the main character in this movie. But a thing about the film that I found so interesting, and I think you would find this interesting.
Whoa.
Has that ever happened before?
Yeah, they climb up there. Can I show that?
Yeah, can you show it? Is that, how do you...
I think, can I
do that. That was quick. Damn, Daniel.
Yeah, look, the cat is climbing. Oh, and now we got Inception. You can just see the tail. Wow, look at that. I'm ready. I'm already.
My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese.
So
that's my cat. Yeah.
Look, I won't say too long on it, but I would say like it's kind of like the Last Jedi of the franchise, because it's very different. But
it's so fun.
I loved it. I think these movies are great. It's not like the second one's not directed by Danny Boyle, but the woman who did it did a fantastic job, and I could tell she was a fan of the franchise because she mentioned Christopher Eccleston from the first movie, which which I think shows that you're a true fan of the 28 franchise. Her name is Nina DaCosta. Yeah, she did a really good job. Didn't try to imitate Danny. I think that's a very easy thing that she could have fallen into.
Totally.
28 Years Later is on Prime. It's very good. It's a lot better than I thought it would be.
But it's the fourth 28 blanks movie.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So 28 days...
So what's the franchise called?
28, I guess.
28?
So 28 Days Later is a fantastic movie. 28 Weeks Later is absolute gobshite, starring Jeremy Renner, who I've gone off...
Did you think I'm only half the Jeremy because I got ran over?
I kind of fucking hate him now. And then 28 Years Later, genuinely, I thought was fantastic. And then 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple. There's going to be one more in this franchise. The movie, a thing I found incredibly disturbing, and has stuck with me, is the gang of cronies that are in this movie who do these horrific things to people. It's very like the thing they do something in this movie is very confronting. It's actually quite disturbing. They're all dressed as Jimmy Saville, which is fucking crazy. It's crazy. And you know what the really interesting thing is? I'm pretty sure the outbreak in the movies happened in like 2001, 2002. And so that's before it came out that Jimmy was a pedophile. So in this universe, they didn't know that Jimmy was a pedophile. And it was like a young kid he's a young kid. I don't want to spoil it, but either way, you'll see. But it's very disturbing. And not, I hope this isn't a spoiler, but at some point in the movie, I expected like someone to be like, Jesus Christ.
God, these cats are...
Why didn't you close the door? Like,
well, because sometimes they get annoyed and they scratch on the door. But
I expected potentially maybe one of the characters would be like, why are you guys a cult of Jimmy Savile? But I thought it was fantastic. I am now a huge fan. It made me... I think the biggest compliment I can give this film is that it made me go to the fucking cinema, which I haven't. I remembered I only went to the cinema one time last year, and that was to see Better Man for the third time with my dad. I think that was in February.
I see.
So I only went one time last year, and generally, I thought it was fantastic.
It's one of
I'm
life's
Robbie
mysteries.
Williams.
What did you play?
It's one of life's mysteries.
Oh, I was gonna
That's the
play.
Bone Temple.
What's with the monkey?
Was there any monkeys in Bone Temple?
Well, the virus started from a monkey.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it the Robbie Williams Better Man monkey
Nah.
that started
Well,
the
there's
virus?
been some sort of mix-up.
No.
Robbie at the start of the,
Yeah.
the
What's with
outbreak.
the monkey?
They're
I'm Robbie
eating.
Williams. What's with the monkey?
But highly recommend. Generally, like, I can't stress this. I don't. Also, one last thing I'll say about the whole Jimmy Savile thing is that, like, the 28 franchise is actually really loved by Americans, and Americans don't know who Jimmy Savile is.
That's right. And
Nor is it addressed. The cult is, they call themselves, well, they're the Fingers, but they call themselves Jimmy. Like, they don't have names. They're called Jimmy.
yes, yeah.
But unless you know Jimmy Savile, and like the
don't
movies,
really, yeah.
the movies are very British. Like, it is about.
I was going to ask that. So is it a British franchise? It kind of is, right?
It is, because now what's really cool about it is that, like, the island of the United Kingdom is now it's in, like, quarantine. Like, it's it's locked down. Like, no one, if you ever go in there,
Down, you say?
when you go in there,
Quarantine, you say?
yeah, you can't come out, basically. So there's, like, a soldier who, like, lands on the island and he can't leave. It's to stop the contagion. So the whole island is just, like, fucked. It's like almost like the world moved on and forgot about the UK.
I see. I see.
There's, like, colonies who, like, there's a colony, and, like, they have a picture of the Queen. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting comment, I think, on British culture. But if you don't know who Jimmy Savile is, I feel like this would go over a lot of people's heads, where it's like the whole Savile thing, because they wear the jumpsuits as well.
Yeah.
And they do a thing called charity, which is what Jimmy was known for.
Okay, so it is a
As
direct...
a notorious sex offender.
Because I had seen
awful
people
things.
making the connection, but I didn't realize it was like... I thought it was more subtle. I didn't realize it was actually a connection.
No, it's actually, like, it's such a crazy idea that works so well and is incredibly disturbing.
Jeez, damn.
And the second movie is so different to the first, and it's almost like The Last Jedi, but good. And I know Aiden loves that movie, but
okay.
do we really agree with Aiden on this show? But, like, it's very different to the first. You gotta understand, like, the main character from the first movie kind of takes, like, a back step in the second. Like, he's in it, but he's not.
But not, yeah.
And I assume in the third he'll be back to. It's so cool. You have to watch it. Like, I have not been able to stop thinking about it. I thought it was fantastic, and
Wow.
that's all I have to say about
They
that.
got you hitting the hoods.
You're not flipping hamburgers here.
Yeah, okay. Wow. Well, thank you for that breakdown, Connor.
And I love Ian Kelson and Samson.
I have one more joke before we finish this segment. What do you get when you add all of the 28s from all the movies together?
6-7.
Thank you.
I don't get it.
28 plus 28 plus 28 is...
6-7.
Is it really?
No.
You always were a good math guy, weren't you?
Yeah, but that was wrong maths. But I did it wrong for a joke. It was a good joke. Thank you, Johnny.